Well, I wonder how this will go. Whoops. Yeah. Alright. Qualifications of being a decent housemate. I fend for myself. I lived with a group of, oh my gosh, 4, 5, 6, at least 8 people for over 3 years. And everything was as copacetic as it could be. I don't get in anybody's way. In fact, I was camouflaged. People didn't even realize that I lived there or not. Because I provided my own tools like toilet paper and hygiene products, which is just baking soda and vinegar and a bar of sandalwood soap, okay? That is my hygiene equipment. And I kept everything in the room with me, or at least hidden somewhere when I was the coucher. Yep, living on the couch, that everything was put away. I mean, why not? I was organized to the part where I don't get into people's way. Again, I'm not going to say that. So after that 3-year stretch, I ended up with an almost 4-year stretch with big-hearted friend. I'll love this sister forever and ever and ever. And she's still a good friend of mine. And we were copacetic. We were so even-keeled. I don't even think there was one harsh word said to each other ever. Because that isn't what our constitutions were. We get along really well, actually. And so, because of family issues, that had to end. And that's alright, because I understand or comprehend the family issue thing. And so another friend needed my assistance to house cat sit for a while, so I've had a couple months now where basically I have to move on again because she's having family housing issues. So I need to find somewhere or have some open-hearted people or to know that it's not a behavioral thing, it's a life-happening thing about me having to move on. And that means all kinds of new changes, etc., etc., which is fine. But I am self-reliant. And if I can help with doing something like dishes, I do dishes. And if the garbage isn't too heavy, take out the trash. But I do have limited weight conditions, okay? Because at 60 years old, my body is not as it was. And I abused it as physically because I thought I was a man. I would build things out of 3/4-inch plywood, half sheets, and etc. Now just even doing that made my neck pinch. Oh, and I have to use a gallon jug of water to water my plants, which also pinches it. So I don't want to paralyze myself as at once I was, and I worked out of it. Thank God for the chiropractor at that time. But I know my limits. I don't try to raise my voice, but my voice gets raised every now and then because I'm a Taurus and I'm all throat. So, but I don't go yelling at people. I try to treat everybody equal before I do any. I'm not even going to judge them. I know we each have our own doohickers and thingamabobs. You know what I mean? But being an organic individual, I'm just the 60-year-old great-granny feral hippie, okay? I try to do service to humanity through my radio show, freedomslips.com, Revolution Radio, and Haggy Shack. Anyway, 2 to 4, Studio B. We need donations too, but this is donating for my cause, because my cause right now is more adamant in front of me, because I always advertise the best I can for Revolution Radio, because it's one of the best stations I've ever found. So 5 years being a radio host and producer and things like that, and it's not easy work, and yes, I'm volunteering. It's what service to humanity is. And so I don't get paid for it, so I have to do other things, like making copper and other stuff like that. In fact, I should probably take you in and show you, but I don't have a whole bunch out. Go to Mona Radler, R-A-D-L-E-R, Facebook, It's the upside down page, and you'll be able to see the copper artwork that I've tried to sell. I mean, some of it is sold, especially with the shungai. I love the shungai. But I play well with others, okay? And I respect others' decisions without getting in the way. Because it's not my path and journey to try to tell somebody else what to do or how to do it unless they ask. Because I have knowledge in a few things, since I have a commercial art degree and an architecture degree and an arts degree. But anyway, those were all in the 70s. I think I said that before, but oh well. And that I'm here to create. I'm here to revamp unconditional love for the world. You know what I mean? Literally, for the world. But I can only do it one space at a time. And right now I need a space to land so it can keep on going and growing and creating with those things around me for the benefit of all. Just a notion to try to say, because it looks like it could be so bad and people can judge, well, what kind of woman is that if she has to go from here to there to there? Well, conditions warrant that happening. It wasn't anything I've personally done. And that's why I can be okay with all this. Because I know it's of a bigger picture than what it is that we've been taught to believe here. I mean, heck, I lived in my van for over a year. I had my dog. I was working things out then, too. Don't think I wasn't happy to find a place to use as a couch. It was an interesting plan. I've met some good people. And their lives changed because of me being around them. So, I'll toot my own horn. And just try to say, I want to be in the Asheville, Waynesville area and try to keep up my work. One way or the other, it can happen. But I need your help, so please go to GoFund Mona Radler's travel plans or whichever. And I will try to get out the little copper trees to everybody. But I've got 28 days, so try to get it there as soon as possible. And see me in a good, happy, go place, and I see you in a happy, being place, okay? All my beautiful human being family, I thank you. I love you. Do the jingle for me, won't you please? Yes, it will come back to you 12-fold. I know it is a fact. I do. Yes, I do.